Get your daily news fix with News Source Scrawler's latest edition, December 11th, 2024, featuring crypto, politics, tech, and more. Get your daily news fix with News Source Scrawler's latest edition, December 11th, 2024, featuring crypto, politics, tech, and more. Number 1 hit and more. YouTube music charts. Global top songs from November 29th, 2024 to December 5th, 2024. 1. APT. Rose and Bruno Mars, Die With a Smile. 2. Lady Gaga and Bruno Mars, Die With a Smile.
3. Madhubanti Bagchi, Divya, AJ Kiraat.
4. Kundakuri Shankar Babu and Lakshmi Dasa, Feelings.
5. Oscar Maidon y Fuerza Regida, Tu Boda.
Spotify's weekly top songs global chart, from Friday, November 29th, 2024, to Thursday, December 5th, 2024, features the following songs. Die With a Smile by Lady Gaga and Bruno Mars.
APT, Rosé, by Bruno Mars.
Birds of a Feather by Billie Eilish. All I Want for Christmas Is You by Mariah Carey. Last Christmas by Wham. From the Netflix Global Top 10 list, here are the most viewed films in English. Our Little Secret, Spellbound, The Merry Gentleman, Madagascar, Escape to Africa. And here are the most viewed films in non-English languages. Max, Lucky Bhaskar, The Snow Sister,
Sikandar Ka Mujaddar,
The Lost Children. Nintendo US digital bestsellers, from December 9th, 2024. Super Mario Party Jamboree, Stardew Valley, Sid Meier's Civilization 6, Overcooked, All You Can Eat, My Sims, Cozy Bundle, Steam's hottest games, global top-selling and top-played games across Steam. From the top 100 products by revenue list, for Tuesday, November 26, 2024 to Tuesday, December 3, 2024. Counter-Strike 2, PUBG Battlegrounds, Cyberpunk 2077, Call of Duty Black Ops 6. CISA's cybersecurity alerts and advisories. CISA and its partners have released joint guidance on a PRC-affiliated threat actor compromising networks of global telecommunications providers. CISA has released a new public version of the CDM data model document. ASD's ACSC, CISA, and U.S. and international partners have released guidance on selecting secure and verifiable technologies. One more drop in the ocean of AI. Shaker Labs' AW Portrait CN, a new AI portrait generator. AW Portrait CN is an AI portrait generator based on the Flux.1 dev model. It's trained on images that better represent the appearance and aesthetics of Chinese people. The generator can produce various types of portraits, including indoor and outdoor shots, fashion, and studio photos. One notable improvement over the original version is AW Portrait CN's enhanced skin quality. It achieves a more delicate and realistic look. To further enhance the realism of the generated images, it can be seamlessly integrated into the AW Portrait SR workflow. In the United States, a hacker based in China has been charged with conspiring to develop and deploy malware that exploited tens of thousands of firewalls worldwide. Additionally, the United States has loaned Ukraine $20 billion from seized Russian assets. Furthermore, an alarming quantity of Texas Instrument chips has been discovered in Russian-based weapons in Ukraine, suggesting that the Russian military is purchasing U.S.-made chips through third parties. Solos, an AI startup, has launched its smart glasses powered by ChatGPT, featuring Claude and Gemini as its AI assistants. Additionally, customers in 48 U.S. cities can conveniently purchase new Hyundai vehicles directly from their local participating dealers on Amazon. Furthermore, TikTok Shop has made its debut in Spain, marking the first step in its European rollout. Microsoft has unveiled zero-water data centers to reduce the environmental impact of artificial intelligence. Additionally, the Arctic tundra is now emitting more carbon than it absorbs, according to U.S. agency. Furthermore, monarch butterflies are set to be listed as a threatened species in the United States. Reuters reports that Syria's new rulers are backing a shift to a free market economy, according to a business leader. Analysts claim that China's Politburo policy shift has led to a surge in stocks and bonds, as the Politburo pledges escalated fiscal spending and support. China is also ramping up meetings with Wall Street as the Trump inauguration approaches. A new survey reveals that the majority of investors consider sports, gaming, and music rights too risky. Trump mocks Governor Justin Trudeau after Canadian Prime Minister raises tariff concerns. A new survey reveals that Texas Latinos have shifted their political leanings to the right, primarily due to rising prices and immigration issues. In the U.S., Hispanic voters also support Harris over Trump by a significant margin of 62% to 37%, with economic concerns cited as their top priority. President Biden establishes a national monument to commemorate the history of oppression at Indian boarding schools. South Korea's former defense minister has been formally arrested in connection with the brief imposition of martial law. In Brazil, Lula is recovering from emergency surgery for bleeding in the skull. Additionally, RFK Jr. is praising former CIA spy daughter-in-law for a significant role in the Trump administration. Steve McQueen's Hoyer 1133B Monaco fetches a whopping $1.4 million at an auction. The Metropolitan Museum of Art, MoMA, unveils its design for a new modern and contemporary art wing. Saudi Arabia invests $52.6 million in a renovation of the Centre Pompidou in a deal with France. Trump pledges expedited permits for a $1 billion U.S. investment, asserting that companies investing $1 billion in the U.S. will navigate environmental regulations more efficiently. Meanwhile, a Mexico study reveals that heat-related illnesses disproportionately affect young individuals compared to the elderly. Additionally, the World Meteorological Organization predicts a 50% chance of La Niña occurring in the upcoming months. Israeli Navy carries out large-scale operation to destroy Assad regime's fleet. Qatar, Saudi, Iran, Iraq condemn Israel's dangerous land grab in Syria. The Hill comments Russia's decline accelerates, thanks to Turkey and Israel in Syria. Over 40 Delhi schools have received bomb threats via email, demanding a ransom of $30,000. GB News broadcasts half of all UK stories about Muslims, according to an analysis. North Korea has condemned the dictatorship in South Korea in response to a recent martial law attempt. TikTok rewards its users by paying them to boost app downloads. YouTube introduces multiplayer minigames on Playables. Amazon enters India's fast-growing e-commerce market by launching trials for 15 minutes grocery deliveries. Windows 11 will no longer function without TPM 2.0, and this requirement is non-negotiable. Open-source maintainers are overwhelmed with an influx of low-quality bug reports generated by AI. Additionally, a recent survey revealed that Chinese engineering graduates often lack fundamental knowledge. Google requests the FTC to terminate Microsoft's exclusive cloud deal with OpenAI. In a separate case, a federal judge denies the sale of Alex Jones' InfoWars to The Onion due to a dispute over a bankruptcy auction. Additionally, a federal judge in the U.S. blocks the $25 billion Kroger-Albertsons grocery merger. General Motors is exiting its loss-making cruise robotaxi business. Meanwhile, an AI company is trolling San Francisco with billboards that read, "Stop hiring humans." In other news, the University of Surrey has unveiled the world's first AI model capable of generating near-instant images on consumer-grade hardware. 11 Labs' AI voice generation technology has a very high probability of being used in a Russian influence operation, according to a recent report. Additionally, Lukashenko confirmed the presence of nuclear weapons in Belarus, and it was reported that Putin had sent Russia's new hypersonic missiles to Belarus the previous day. Furthermore, the UN has stated that human trafficking has experienced a significant increase after a decline during the pandemic. Blue Origin has confirmed that New Glenn is on track for a launch before the end of 2024. Recent geomagnetic storms caused mass migrations of satellites. Additionally, Apple's upcoming Ultra smartwatch will be capable of sending texts via satellite. Iran has decided to close its offices, colleges, and schools in Tehran due to severe air pollution. Greenpeace and Shell have reached a settlement regarding their North Sea protest. Additionally, new EU rules have come into force, aiming to achieve cleaner air by 2030. These rules introduce stricter regulations, reducing the permitted annual limit value for fine particulate matter by more than half. Israel reportedly destroys 80% of Syria's military capabilities. The UN reports that humanitarian aid to northern Gaza has been mostly blocked for the past 2 months. A Chinese citizen has been charged with flying a drone over a key U.S. military base and NASA rocket launch site, taking photos. A ketone body, beta-hydroxybutyrate, restores protein balance and targets Alzheimer's-linked aggregates, as a metabolite of the ketogenic diet has the potential to kill cancer cells. Additionally, a recent study revealed that ancient Americans consumed mammoth steak as part of their diet. Furthermore, a diet high in ultra-processed foods has been associated with increased fat storage in the thighs. YouTube has expanded its AI-powered auto-dubbing feature to include channels that provide knowledge-based content. Sony Music has removed its catalog from the Africa-focused music streaming service Boomplay. Google has removed negative reviews about McDonald's following an arrest in the United Health murder case. Get your daily news fix with NewsSourceScrawler's latest edition, December 10, 2024, featuring crypto, politics, tech, and more. Number 1 hit and more. YouTube Music Charts. Global top songs from November 29, 2024 to December 5, 2024. 1. APT. Rose and Bruno Mars, Die with a Smile. 2. Lady Gaga and Bruno Mars, Die with a Smile.
Treti Madhubanti Bagchi, Divya, AJ Kiraat.
4. Kundakuri Shankar Babu and Lakshmi Dasa, Peelings.
5. Oscar Maidon y Fuerza Regida, Tu Boda.
Spotify's weekly top songs global chart, from Friday, November 29, 2024, to Thursday, December 5, 2024, features the following songs. Die with a Smile by Lady Gaga and Bruno Mars.
APT, Rosé, by Bruno Mars.
Birds of a Feather by Billie Eilish. All I Want for Christmas Is You by Mariah Carey. Last Christmas by Wham. From the Netflix Global Top 10 list, here are the most viewed films in English. Our Little Secret, Spellbound, The Merry Gentleman, Madagascar, Escape to Africa. And here are the most viewed films in non-English languages. Max, Lucky Bhaskar, The Snow Sister,
Sikandar Ka Mujaddar.
The Lost Children. Nintendo US Digital Bestsellers, from December 9, 2024. Super Mario Party Jamboree. Stardew Valley. Sid Meier's Civilization 6. Overcooked. All You Can Eat. My Sims. Cozy Bundle. Steam's Hottest Games. Global top selling and top played games across Steam. From the top 100 products by revenue list, for Tuesday, November 26, 2024 to Tuesday, December 3, 2024. Counter-Strike 2. PUBG Battlegrounds. Cyberpunk 2077. Call of Duty Black Ops 6. CISA's cybersecurity alerts and advisories. CISA and its partners have released joint guidance on a PRC-affiliated threat actor compromising networks of global telecommunications providers. CISA has released a new public version of the CDM data model document. ASD's ACSC, CISA, and U.S. and international partners have released guidance on selecting secure and verifiable technologies. One more drop in the ocean of AI. Shaker Labs' AW Portrait CN, a new AI portrait generator. AW Portrait CN is an AI portrait generator based on the Flux.1 dev model. It's trained on images that better represent the appearance and aesthetics of Chinese people. The generator can produce various types of portraits, including indoor and outdoor shots, fashion, and studio photos. One notable improvement over the original version is AW Portrait CN's enhanced skin quality. It achieves a more delicate and realistic look. To further enhance the realism of the generated images, it can be seamlessly integrated into the AW Portrait SR workflow. OpenAI's video generation model is now available at Sora.com. Researchers are also using AI to transform sound recordings into accurate street images. Bloomberg highlights that the key to AI profitability lies in hiring a significant number of doctorates. Microsoft AI chief Mustafa Suleyman says conversational AI is the next web browser. Reddit tests a conversational AI search tool. Two families sue character AI over youth safety concerns, seek to shut down platform, and lawsuit claims. A charactered AI chatbot hinted a kid should murder his parents over screen time limits. Cloudflare announced that global internet traffic experienced a significant growth of 17.2% in 2024. Additionally, the world's first Apple Pay alternative for iPhones was launched in Norway. Furthermore, Chinese regulators are currently investigating NVIDIA for potential antitrust violations. Rockstar Games announces Grand Theft Auto 6, set to release in 2025. Epic Games was compelled to pay hundreds of thousands of Fortnite players a whopping $100 each as the Federal Trade Commission (FTC) disburses refund payments to consumers affected by Epic Games' unlawful billing practices. Taylor Swift concludes the record-breaking $2 billion Eras Tour, declaring it the most exhilarating chapter of their life. Covert Facebook network targets Romanian voters. Brussels investigates Google and Meta's secret ads deal to influence teenagers. Malaysian lawmakers pass bill to expand internet control. Advertising revenues are projected to reach a staggering $1 trillion, dominating a market that is increasingly dominated by technology companies. In a bold move, the ad giant Omnicom has acquired Interpublic for a whopping $13 billion, positioning itself as a formidable player in the advertising landscape, particularly in the rapidly evolving AI era. Additionally, California is contemplating a significant policy change by considering the implementation of mandatory mental health warnings on social media platforms. Moths make reproductive decisions based on sounds emitted by plants, according to a recent study. Plants, in turn, emit ultrasonic popping sounds when stressed. Additionally, the COP16 report warns that over 75% of global land is permanently drier. Furthermore, the Biden and Harris administration has announced new actions to protect people from cancer-causing chemicals, trichloroethylene and perchloroethylene, under the nation's chemical safety law. China constructs a colossal, transparent underground sphere to capture elusive ghost particles. Meanwhile, CERN's ALICE experiment unveils the first-ever evidence of the antimatter counterpart of hyperhelium-4. Additionally, Google achieves a significant milestone by successfully stabilizing an error-corrected quantum bit for an entire hour. Austria prepares to deport Syrian migrants after Assad regime falls, as European countries put Syrian asylum bids on hold after Assad's fall. In the U.S., criminal charges unsealed against two former high-ranking Syrian government intelligence officials for war crimes against Americans and other civilians. Some 250 Israeli strikes hit Syrian military targets after fall of Assad. Announced by reports, an Israeli incursion into Syria reaches 25 kilometers southwest of Damascus, security sources say. Luigi Mangione, person of interest in fatal shooting of United Healthcare CEO Brian Thompson, caught with manifesto, ghost gun and fake ID at McDonald's, and CEO shooting person of interest ripped insurance industry in manifesto, claimed by reports. Luigi Mangione suffered chronic back pain. Friends say he fell out of touch earlier this year. United Healthcare CEO was likely killed with a ghost gun that can be made at home. South Korea has barred its president from traveling abroad. Israel's Netanyahu is scheduled to testify in a long-standing corruption trial. Additionally, there have been reports of Colombian mercenaries fighting in Sudan with alleged ties to the United Arab Emirates. A rare Roman coin featuring Brutus was sold at an auction in Geneva for almost €2 million. In contrast, Trump used a photo of himself with First Lady Jill Biden to announce a new fragrance line. Wealthy baby boomers will delay inheritance, Schwab survey suggests. A significant study demonstrates a positive association between coffee consumption and nearly 2 additional years of life. Mercedes-Benz presents a novel solar paint that could eliminate the need for daily electric vehicle charging. Trudeau asserts Canada's readiness to respond if Trump imposes tariffs. Elon Musk advises Republicans to avoid obstructing Trump's path, or their own. Merriam-Webster has chosen polarization as its 2024 word of the year. Get your daily news fix with NewsSourceScrawler's latest edition, December 9, 2024, featuring crypto, politics, tech, and more. Number 1 hit and more. YouTube music charts. Global top songs from November 29, 2024 to December 5, 2024. 1. APT. Rose and Bruno Mars, Die with a Smile. 2. Lady Gaga and Bruno Mars, Die with a Smile.
Tretji Madhubanti Bagchi, Divya, AJ Kiraat.
4. Kundakuri Shankar Babu and Lakshmi Dasa. Peelings.
5. Oscar Maidon y Fuerza Regida. Tu boda.
Spotify's weekly top songs global chart, from Friday, November 29, 2024, to Thursday, December 5, 2024, features the following songs. Die with a Smile by Lady Gaga and Bruno Mars.
APT, Rosé, by Bruno Mars.
Birds of a Feather by Billie Eilish. All I Want for Christmas Is You by Mariah Carey. Last Christmas by Wham. From the Netflix Global Top 10 list, here are the most viewed films in English. Our Little Secret. Spellbound. The Merry Gentleman. Madagascar. Escape to Africa. And here are the most viewed films in non-English languages. Max. Lucky Bhaskar. The Snow Sister.
Sikandar Ka Mujaddar.
The Lost Children. Nintendo US Digital Bestsellers, from December 9, 2024. Super Mario Party Jamboree. Stardew Valley. Sid Meier's Civilization 6. Overcooked. All You Can Eat. My Sims. Cozy Bundle. Steam's Hottest Games. Global top selling and top played games across Steam. From the top 100 products by revenue list, for Tuesday, November 26, 2024 to Tuesday, December 3, 2024. Counter-Strike 2. PUBG Battlegrounds. Cyberpunk 2077. Call of Duty Black Ops 6. CISA's cybersecurity alerts and advisories. CISA and its partners have released joint guidance on a PRC-affiliated threat actor compromising networks of global telecommunications providers. CISA has released a new public version of the CDM data model document. ASD's ACSC, CISA, and U.S. and international partners have released guidance on selecting secure and verifiable technologies. One more drop in the ocean of AI. Shaker Labs' AW Portrait CN, a new AI portrait generator. AW Portrait CN is an AI portrait generator based on the Flux.1 dev model. It's trained on images that better represent the appearance and aesthetics of Chinese people. The generator can produce various types of portraits, including indoor and outdoor shots, fashion, and studio photos. One notable improvement over the original version is AW Portrait CN's enhanced skin quality. It achieves a more delicate and realistic look. To further enhance the realism of the generated images, it can be seamlessly integrated into the AW Portrait SR workflow. Syria's President Assad has arrived in Moscow after a deal was reached on the military basis, according to reports from Russian state media. In a separate development, Israeli Prime Minister Netanyahu has declared the collapse of the 1974 agreement and has ordered the Israeli army to take control of the Golan Buffer Zone. The European Union has expressed its support for the collapse of the Assad regime in Syria. In Iran, the central bank approves a regulatory framework for cryptocurrencies. In Brazil, the financial market no longer believes in interest rates below 10% per year under Lula's government. The OECD also cuts its forecast for the German economy in 2025. Apple and Sony are discussing a potential collaboration to develop gaming controllers for Apple's Vision Pro. Meanwhile, EA has announced that it will patent 23 accessibility technologies that will be made available to developers on a royalty-free basis. This move aims to reduce or eliminate barriers to accessibility and empower gamers. Additionally, U.S. TikTok content creators are urging their followers to find them on Instagram and YouTube. The Rolling Stones have unveiled their anniversary vinyl reissue of the iconic album Hackney Diamonds. In other news, the blockbuster movie Moana 2 has achieved a remarkable milestone by grossing a staggering $600 million at the global box office. However, the release of Lord of the Rings, War of the Rohirrim has faced a disappointing performance overseas, with its debut grossing only $2 million. Additionally, a musical inspired by the ray gun has been abruptly cancelled in Sydney, due to a complaint from a breakdancer named Rachel Gunn. Britons could potentially receive free electricity if they reside in proximity to newly constructed pylons. Acute and vigorous exercise has been shown to decrease subsequent non-exercise physical activity and body temperature, which are associated with weight gain. Chinese scientists are compelled to leave the United States, according to a top mathematician. The U.S. government has revealed that Cisco equipment was frequently targeted in China's Salt Typhoon attacks, on 8 telecommunications providers. The government has issued specific advice to Cisco networks to protect themselves against future attacks. Additionally, a former employee of ASML, a Dutch company involved in semiconductor manufacturing, has been indicted for stealing critical trade secrets. The employee is currently in custody and faces a potential 20 years ban from entering the Netherlands. Furthermore, Romania's election results have been annulled due to the discovery of over 85,000 cyber attacks on the country's electoral systems. Bloomberg reports that a whopping $105 trillion inheritance windfall awaits U.S. heirs. As big tech profit growth slows, investors seek new opportunities. Notably, Apple is facing legal action for failing to remove child sexual abuse material from iCloud. Nobel Prize winners are far more likely to come from wealthy families, highlighting the inequality in the sciences. New data reveals that college enrollment in the UK is falling at a concerning rate. Additionally, cannabis leaves molecular marks on DNA linked to psychosis. Geoffrey Hinton, the godfather of AI and a Nobel laureate, expressed regret for not considering safety earlier in his work. Notably, OpenAI's latest ChatGPT model, the O1 model, attempts to evade shutdown by attempting to escape and subsequently fabricating its escape. Additionally, China has made significant strides in iron-making, developing a novel method that significantly enhances productivity by a remarkable 3,600 times. Stevie Wonder, according to CEO Tim Cook, demoed the Apple Vision Pro, stating, "It's always great to receive feedback from Stevie." In Brazil, the absence of natural predators has led to a rapid increase in the capybara population, causing significant damage to crops and posing a considerable challenge in the state of Ceará. In Italy, an astrologer from the Ministry of Health participated in a discussion on the ongoing fight against cancer. United Healthcare CEO may have hired his own killer, alleges former police commander. A year before the CEO's shooting, a lawsuit alleged that United Healthcare used artificial intelligence to deny coverage. Jay-Z denies allegations of sexual assault against a 13-year-old girl in 2000, along with Sean Diddy Combs. A compromised Ultralytics PyPI package delivers a crypto coin miner. Japan is investing $2 million in AI to combat anime piracy, recognizing the trillion-dollar manga and anime piracy problem. Meanwhile, the US and China tech war is fueling the growth of Asia's boomtowns, driven by AI and chip advancements. AI is projected to contribute significantly to cloud investment, surpassing the Apollo program's $254 billion in 2025. 43,000 Ukrainian troops have lost their lives, and 370,000 more have been injured since the start of the conflict in 2022, as announced by President Zelensky. According to a report by Bloomberg, SpaceX is set to provide Ukraine with a wider access to the militarized version of Starlink at the Pentagon's request. In a separate statement, former President Trump called on China to play a role in mediating a peace agreement between Ukraine and Russia, following the collapse of the Syrian regime. 66% of businesses in India allegedly paid bribes to government officials in the past year, according to a survey. The government estimated that 1.8 million Argentines have emigrated since 2013. A think tank in the UK suggested that the government should compensate whistleblowers to combat financial crime. Trump says Liz Cheney and other January 6 committee members should be jailed as he reveals Day One plans. As Trump aims to end birthright citizenship, says American citizens with family here illegally may be deported, and Donald Trump promises to pardon January 6 rioters on Day One. Bloomberg comments as Harris should aim for California in 2026, not the White House in 2028. Trump suggests Kennedy will examine debunked link between vaccines and autism. Records seized by Israel show Hamas presence in UN schools. An advisor to the Prime Minister of Qatar confirmed to TASS that Doha has resumed mediation between Israel and Hamas on the Gaza Strip. Amnesty Israel confirms there is no genocide in Gaza, rejecting claims by Amnesty International. Study indicates that approximately 40% of postmenopausal hormone-positive breast cancers are associated with excess body fat. Slowing of movements in healthy aging is a rational economic response to an elevated effort landscape, a study claims. Furthermore, a therapeutic small molecule has shown promising results in enhancing lambda oscillations and improving cognition and memory in Alzheimer's disease model mice. Sensory stimulation enhances the capacity of human visual working memory, according to a recent study. In other news, the United Nations has declared December 21st as World Meditation Day, with India among the co-sponsors. Additionally, a study found that the quality of the parent and child relationship in childhood is associated with higher subjective well-being in adulthood, regardless of the country in which the study was conducted. Research suggests that a high-fiber diet may slow the progression of blood cancer. Additionally, a study indicates that artificial intelligence is detecting more breast cancer cases. Furthermore, for healthy adults, taking multivitamins daily does not reduce the risk of early death. Lastly, a research team found microplastics in every semen sample tested. Fossil collection discovered in a Neanderthal cave implies the existence of abstract thinking. The embryonic origin of 2 autism spectrum disorder, ASD, subtypes of social symptom severity, suggests that the larger the size of the brain cortical organoid, the more severe the social symptoms. Early vocabulary size is genetically associated with ADHD, literacy, and cognitive development. Scientists have deciphered a crucial mutation in numerous cancers, suggesting a significant expansion of the role of RNA in human gene expression. Additionally, a recent study reveals that the plastic chemical phthalate can cause DNA breakage and chromosome abnormalities in sex cells. Furthermore, a brain region responsible for controlling eye movements has been discovered to play a vital role in higher cognitive functions. Get your daily news fix with NewsSourceScrawler's latest edition, December 8, 2024, featuring crypto, politics, tech, and more. Number 1 hit and more. YouTube music charts. Global top songs from November 22, 2024 to November 28, 2024. 1. APT. Rose and Bruno Mars, Die with a Smile. 2. Lady Gaga and Bruno Mars, AAJ Key Rat.
3 Oscar Maidon y Fuerza Regida Tu boda.
4. Sublashini, Kissick.
5 Karol G. Si antes te hubiera conocido.
Spotify's weekly top songs global chart, from Friday, November 22, 2024, to Thursday, November 28, 2024, features the following songs. 1. APT. By Rose featuring Bruno Mars. 2. Die with a Smile by Lady Gaga featuring Bruno Mars. 3. Luther with SZA by Kendrick Lamar featuring SZA. 4. Birds of a Feather by Billie Eilish. 5. Squabble Up by Kendrick Lamar. From the Netflix Global Top 10 list from November 18 to November 24, 2024, here are the most viewed films in English: The Merry Gentleman, Hot Frosty, Spellbound, Minions: The Rise of Gru. And here are the most viewed films in non-English languages: GTMAX, The Lost Children, Let Go, Devara. From Netflix's Global Top 10 list for the period from November 18, 2024 to November 24, 2024, here are the most watched TV shows in English: A Man on the Inside, Season 1, Arcane Season 2, Cobra Kai Season 6. And here are the most viewed TV shows in non-English languages: The Cage, Season 1, Sisters Feud Season 1, The Empress Season 2. Nintendo US Digital Bestsellers, from December 2, 2024. Super Mario Party Jamboree, My Sims, Cozy Bundle, Stardew Valley, The Legend of Zelda, Tears of the Kingdom. Steam's hottest games. Discover the top-selling and most played games across the platform. From the top 100 products by revenue list, for the period from Tuesday, November 12, 2024, to Tuesday, November 19, 2024. Counter-Strike 2, Farming Simulator 25, PUBG Battlegrounds, Call of Duty Black Ops 6. CISA's cybersecurity alerts and advisories. CISA has released 6 industrial control systems, ICS, advisories and added 1 known exploited vulnerability to its catalog. 1 more drop in the AI ocean. NVIDIA's HIMBA 1.5B Instruct, a 1.5 billion parameter model, is a refined version of HIMBA 1.5B base. It has been fine-tuned using a combination of open-source instruction datasets and internally generated synthetic datasets. The model has been trained through supervised fine-tuning and direct preference optimization. Himba 1.5b. Instruct demonstrates remarkable capabilities in performing complex and significant tasks, including mathematical reasoning, function calling, and role-playing. Uber is set to launch its bus service in Hyderabad and Mumbai soon. Pew Research Center reports that 1 in 10 Americans rarely or never drive a car. In contrast, the number of air passengers in the EU has increased by almost a quarter in 2023. Apple is getting into the realm of Macs and headsets equipped with built-in cellular data capabilities. On the other hand, Jeff Bezos is dedicating significant time to Amazon, striving to position it as a dominant player in the AI arena. Nigeria commences the rollout of malaria vaccine. On the other hand, samples taken from the Wuhan laboratory appear to lack any close relatives to the virus responsible for COVID-19. Furthermore, scientists have discovered several drugs, including fentanyl, in the bottlenose dolphins found in the Gulf of Mexico. Netflix ordered to pay $385,000 to woman outed in documentary as secret child of fertility doctor. Mariah Carey blames bad lighting in Spotify Christmas video claiming to be AI-generated. Moderators across social media struggle to contain celebrations of United Healthcare CEO's assassination. In the U.S., the National Retail Federation, NRF, and Happy Returns report predict that retail returns will total $890 billion in 2024. Hong Kong continues to hold the title of the world's busiest air cargo hub. Additionally, the report highlights a retail labor crisis, with 51% of employees planning to leave their jobs. Saudi Arabia intends to enhance nuclear oversight by the International Atomic Energy Agency, IAEA, this year. A new study claims that miniature black holes could be hollowing out planets and rapidly traversing our bodies. Reuters reports that BP is seeking buyers for its U.S. natural gas pipeline system stake, according to sources. In the U.S., FDA may finally ban artificial red dye from beverages, candy, and other foods. Falls linked to increased risk of dementia in older adults. UN announces that $1.4 billion needed for sexual and reproductive health services in crisis-hit countries. Iran successfully launched a military satellite, carrying the nation's largest payload ever to orbit, as reported in various media outlets. Meanwhile, NASA is actively working to establish private space stations before the International Space Station (ISS) is retired in 2030. Additionally, China made a unique move by deploying fruit flies into its space station. Syrian rebels topple President Assad, prompting the prime minister to call for free elections. Russia advises its citizens to leave Syria, while the Syrian Democratic Forces, SDF, expresses its desire to engage in dialogue with the HTS and Turkey. Notably, the Assad regime comes to an end, and the dictator's plane mysteriously disappears from radar after departing Damascus. Amidst these developments, President Trump reiterates the U.S.'s stance of not getting involved in the conflict in Syria. In the Great Rift, Africa's splitting plates could potentially give birth to a new ocean. Scientists emphasize the importance of conserving old and wise animals, as they play a crucial role in the survival of various species. FT comments as mainstream memecoins signal changing markets. Google sues after Consumer Financial Protection Bureau orders supervision of its payment arm. Turkey ranks third globally in cryptocurrency ownership, claimed in a report. Brazil has extended its Nike Kit deal to 2038, and it's worth a whopping $100 million annually, according to an Associated Press source. On the other hand, stolen ruby slippers worn by Judy Garland in The Wizard of Oz were auctioned off for a staggering $28 million. Additionally, Olivia Wilde sheds light on the gender disparity in the film industry, noting that movie-loving girls are often encouraged to pursue acting careers, while boys are expected to become directors. Meta has launched MetaMate AI, an enterprise assistant designed to create the world's best assistant. BlackRock's thematic ETF head believes AI's growth is just beginning. Additionally, a lollipop interface has been developed to simulate taste in virtual environments. The U.S. House of Representatives is set to vote on a resolution that allocates $3 billion to remove Chinese telecommunications equipment from the country. Additionally, the U.S. government has accused China of hacking the calls of very senior political figures, as reported by an official. Meanwhile, the Biden administration has announced a nearly $1 billion aid package for Ukraine, while simultaneously meeting with Ukrainian President Zelensky. In Taiwan, 4 individuals have been indicted on charges of spying for China while serving in the military. Trump's new cryptos are labeled OpenAI as a for-profit piranha. Sam Altman, OpenAI's CEO, reportedly challenges Elon Musk to refrain from engaging in corrupt practices. Elon Musk has intensified his criticism of his former partner, calling him Swindly Sam and labeling OpenAI as a market-paralyzing gorgon.